All right, guys, here we are, another early morning. It is nearly 6 o'clock on a Saturday, and we are taking a trip in the Bolt EUV up to Portland. And the reason I'm recording this video is because it will be our first overnighter away from the house without, with needing to charge. So I'm gonna make this video. We are driving up to Portland today, the Portland area, Lake Oswego. One soccer game today, spend the night in a hotel, one soccer game tomorrow, then driving back. So on the way up, Better Route Planner said we could charge one time. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to charge twice. Probably stop in Sutherland and then further north. I'm not sure yet. We'll figure it out. Then go to the hotel. I found a hotel with some level 2 charging, so we'll record that experience, see how that goes. Public level 2 at a hotel. Hopefully it goes well because it'll be needed. And then we'll go to the game. A lot of driving around the Portland area because we'll do dinner, other things, back to the hotel, etc. So yeah, just gonna film this experience and see what it's like. I'm doing an overnighter in the Bolt EUV after a long trip, not just being able to leave for a couple hundred miles, but still come back to the house and charge. Not going to get to do that this time. So we'll see how it goes, and we will check in every charging session and on our stops and record this experience. Okay, here we are at our first stop. So we started at 100%, now we're at 44. So that was after 108 miles of driving. Climate settings only took 4%, but as you can see here, outside temperature, we started at 32 degrees, now it's 37 degrees. Most of what we used our climate control for was defrost, really. That's what we used the whole time. So really not bad. I could have probably pushed it up to Eugene further, but one person has to go to the bathroom. Kids didn't eat breakfast before we left, so we're gonna stop, bathroom break, grab food, eat, and hit the road again. So I'm gonna get plugged in here at Electrify America. That's our first stop. Okay, first charge. We're at a 150 kilowatt charger here. It would not accept my payment just from the app, so I had to use my card. As you can see, that green flashing light, if you can see it, is showing that it's charging. Okay, after entering my phone number, finally comes to this main screen, and as you can see, it's charging at 37 kilowatts. We've just been charging for 1 minute, and it says 50 minutes until 80, which I am not gonna do. So we're gonna go grab some food, and then we'll be back. We'll see how long we charge for. All right, before grabbing breakfast, I just wanted to show you this Tesla supercharger station, which is actually right next to where we plugged into our little 4-star Electrify America station. So unfortunately can't charge at Tesla yet. Hopefully sometime this month, but no cars here. I haven't even counted, but this is a place where I would not feel bad taking up 2 spots and slow charging on my Chevy Bolt. It's huge, probably more reliable than the Electrify America station I'm at. And yeah, this is what pretty much all charging stations should look like. So I'm sure this Taco Bell that it's next to gets a lot more business than the Dairy Queen that the EA stations are at. But it would be nice to see more and more of this type of thing built out and not a car in sight. Okay, this is going to be really hard to see because of the sun. I can't really see the screen, but looks like that took us 41 minutes just to grab food, eat, go to the bathroom, do all that stuff. And now we are at, I believe, 71%, 72% state of charge. So we're gonna hit the road. It's higher than I thought we would be. I was gonna get out of here at 65%, but this stop took a little longer, which is fine by me. We're not in a rush. So that's kind of nice. All right, we'll catch you at our next stop. Okay, plugged in, started up right away, and as you can see, 55 kilowatts, yay. So it says, I think it said 50 minutes to 80, yep, which we're not gonna do, but nice that it started off real quick and easy. Someone walked by when I came up and said this charger was being finicky. Started up right away for me, and that's kind of the thing with Electrify America is hopefully it will work, and you just never know. It didn't work for someone else, works for me. He had to move to a different station. What I did was I initiated the charge from within the app, and that just seems to work better. Instead of coming up here and then, you know, plugging in first, then putting your phone up against the reader to recognize the app, I just initiated from the app, then plugged in, and that seemed to work really well. So nice, I'm getting max right now, probably because I was at a low state of charge, under 25%, max for the Bolt. So we're gonna go grab some snacks for the hotel at the Walmart, and we'll be back. One more quick thing before we head in to get snacks is we've got a Bolt EUV, our car, and then a regular Bolt, and then a Rivian R1S or R1T, and then the R1S. But unlike that huge Tesla station that we went by, 4 stations here, all occupied now, and probably for a while. And that's what I'm talking about. That's just not good, because another car could come up and they're gonna have to wait. And instead of just building it out like a Tesla supercharger station. But pretty cool to see 2 Rivians and everything taken up. Okay, when I was in Walmart, the app said this dropped down to like 2.9 kilowatts, but now we're at 44. And I believe, okay, 56%. So we'll leave at around 60%. So that was pretty quick. Done 22 minutes, and then we're out of here. Okay, so here we are at an EVgo station, not at the hotel. So got to the hotel early, and they wouldn't do early check-in, which is fine. Didn't want to sit there for just an hour in the car on a level 2, so came to the fields to get my son here early, and found that there was an EVgo about a minute away. So it's near a market, New Seasons Market in Lake Oswego area, and they've got 2 EVgo units with a charger on each side. I initiated the charge through the app, and now it's just up here, but B, it says in use. If you click on that, it'll tell me I am at, there's no way you can see that maybe, but 52 kilowatt, 53 kilowatt. When we left Albany, Oregon, we were at 60%, got to the hotel at right around 30. And as you can see here, I'm at 24. So we are just gonna charge for as long as possible, because we have a long time before the game starts and my son is already at the field. So we're just gonna let the car sit here for a while and go into the market. So far, I am 3 for 3 with superchargers, 2 EA, 1 EVgo. Don't want to jinx it, but Electrify America did well today, and EVgo is doing well right now. So that's great. All right, catch you in a bit. All right, just some quick thoughts while I sit here at the EVgo. We've been getting, 3.4 miles per kilowatt hour. So pretty good. Charging up, typically starting off in the 50s and then dropping, which is normal for the Bolt and the Bolt EUV. The great thing today has been that I've charged at 2 Electrify Americas and now at this EVgo, and I actually came here, plugged in, went into the grocery store. My son calls and goes, "Oh, I left my red kit in the car. Can you come back?" Unplugged, drove back to the field, got him his kit, came back, plugged in again, starts up perfectly fine. EVgo's been great. Electrify America's been good too. So interesting enough, Southern Oregon to Portland area so far this day has been great. Started off temperatures 32 degrees. Right now we're at 50 degrees, which does, you know, get a hit to the battery with that, but it really hasn't affected it that much. Really, it's been terrain, climate control, things like that. Would it be easier with a faster charging vehicle? Absolutely. But for the amount of time we drive this distance in this car, hasn't been an issue. And this car has been very capable. The Bolt EUV is a really quite capable little car, especially since most of the driving is being done, you know, locally. But we've got overnight. We've got a game tomorrow that's even a little bit farther north. Lake Oswego is kind of South Portland. We're going north of Beaverton tomorrow. I think it's Portland Community College or something like that, some rock campus, I don't know. So that'll be pretty much the farthest north, and then after that game going all the way back south. So we'll see how tomorrow goes, and we'll check in again at the Blink charger. So I know that the hotel has level 2 charging that uses Blink. I don't think we'll need it that much because honestly, you know, sitting here at this EVgo, when no one's been here, one Rivian came in, so there's 4 charging stations. One Rivian came in and left, and we've been hanging out, you know, in the store, had lunch and stuff, and have been here. No one else has come here, and so we're up above we're at 92 right now. So with the 2 minutes left to charge, because they only allow 60-minute charging sessions. So we're out in 2 minutes. Oh, nope, I was wrong. We're at 94%. So little quick level 2 charging tonight. Hopefully get us to 100 for the morning, then soccer game and head south. But we'll check in again at the level 2, and then of course tomorrow. All right, just wanted to film these real quick. These are the Blink chargers at the hotel that I used in the evening to get the car to 100% before our one soccer game today and our drive back home. I think I'm going to stop at the same spots today in Albany, Oregon, and then in Sutherland. But this is great to have these at a hotel just to get your car so that when you get in the morning you're at 100%. The only weird thing about it was the one on the left here was number 2 and the one on the right was number 1, and it's not really labeled anywhere in the app, and the only way to activate it is through the app or calling them, but who's going to do that? But overall, really great, and both worked. All right, here we are at the Electrify America in Albany, Oregon. So this reset because I was able to charge to 100 last night. So driving at speeds of 70, 75, you know, around there, I'm getting 4 miles per kilowatt hour, which is great. And we are not at a low state of charge, but kids are hungry, need to go to the bathroom. I know there's chargers here, so I'm going to stop at the Electrify America. Overall, 395 miles at 3.5 miles per kilowatt hour. So doing really good, really efficient. We'll see how this Electrify America charger goes. So far we've been batting 1,000 and hope that continues. Okay, this is my last charging stop. So this will make 5 total, I believe, at fast chargers, 1 at a level 2. I didn't film the end of the last one, and I'll explain why later. But right now we're at 52 kilowatts. Not gonna go all the way to 80, just enough to get me home. And so 27% state of charge. I think I only need to get up to 50, but we're gonna go grab some food. All right, guys, finally made it home, and I wanted to show you this. So this is for today. 3.4 miles per kilowatt hour. But overall, I did 602.9 miles, also at 3.4 miles per kilowatt hour, which is good, really efficient. But check this out, I'm at 9%. Okay, so just wanted to address some things, just final thoughts for this video, because I'm kind of tired. I'll make it quick. The positive, the drive up, it was good. Stopped at Electrify America twice. Both times had no issues. First time I couldn't use my phone up against whatever they tapped, so I just used my credit card. And then the second time, I decided I'm just going to initiate the charge from the app, and it worked great. Smooth, everything. Then got into the Portland metro area, found that near the first field was a EV Go, and EV Go was great. Initiated from the app. Son called me, forgot something in the car, went back to the field, came back, did the same thing, initiated from the app, both times smooth, not a problem. Good charges at EV Go, great. Then, go to dinner. So we drove into downtown Portland area. Was really nice. Then drove back in where our hotel was in Beaverton. They had level 2 charging there with Blink. Again, have to initiate it through the app there or call them, but who's going to do that? So you just, start the charge from the app, boom, right away. Charged to 100% by 10 o'clock that evening. Came back out of my room, unplugged, good to go for the next day. So he started today at 100%. Got him to his next game, watched the game. It wasn't too far from the hotel, so we're at a very high charge, and we leave. Decide I'm going to stop in the same 2 places on the way home because the kids are hungry for lunch. They want to go to the bathroom. So stop at that Walmart, and the app shows that I'm still using Electrify America from the day before. Okay, so I don't know what's wrong with their app, but sign out, sign back in, clears that out. Plug in to station 3 of 4 because the first one is a Chatamo and the leaf is there. There's a leaf there using it. Good for them. Awesome. Second one had a little sign on it that said, could not get it to work or something like that. So I skipped it. Fourth one had a car charging. I forget the type of car. I wish I remembered. So I pull into the third one. Says initiating charge. Never gets past initiating charge. Even said re-initiating charge. Never got past that. Called EA. They couldn't do anything. Guy comes out to his car, said, hey, I couldn't get that one to work, and I'm about to leave. And we had a little conversation. He's like, yeah, it's been a pain. I was still on the phone with Electrify America while he was talking to me too. And eventually Electrify America couldn't do anything for me. He said, you're just going to have to wait for one of the 2 that are working. Hung up, and he's like, yeah, our lease is almost up. I'm thinking about going back to gas because of this. And I was like, yeah, Electrify America, it can be difficult, but most of my charging is done at home. He's like, mine too. But the few times that, we charge away from home, it's a pain. And I'll tell you what, driving up, it wasn't. So he left, and I pulled into his, initiate charge right away. Smooth, no problem. By that time, my kids have already gone in. They've used the bathroom. I come in. I go, into Walmart. I use the bathroom. They're grabbing some food. Car could have been charging that whole time. Plus, the remainder of the time we were in there. Grabbed some food, ate, come back to the car. And I don't want to stick around anymore. So we added, a good amount, but take off. And then we get to Sutherland, Oregon, where, I had been a couple times already, and so I plug in there, and it initiates charge right away, no problem. I'm like, okay, let's go grab some dinner, and my daughter wants, a drink, so we're getting her a drink. After we order the drink, I get my phone just to see what percentage we're at, and it says that the charge failed. So I'm like, well, while you're waiting for your food and your drink, I'm gonna go check out this charger. Great. I walk back to the charger, and it's totally fine. It's just not communicating with the app. Nothing's failed. It's, charging at 44 kilowatts, which is great for this car. So it just wasn't communicating. And I'd prefer that as long as it was charging, but it shouldn't do that either. I mean, the app is there for a reason. They're obviously having problems with the app and problems with chargers. So for road trips like this to get better, it's not really the cars. I mean, what I noticed from this trip is that, I want to stop for 20 minutes. It always ends up being 40 or more anyways. By the time we get food, eat food, go to the bathroom, all that stuff. So the time isn't really the issue. It's really Electrify America. EV Go was great. And I haven't heard people having too many problems with them. So charge point, typically great. So we left Sutherland at 65 8% probably would have had more than that, because if in Albany, Oregon, if the charge actually worked there, we would have spent a little more time charging there, and it would have had a little more buffer than the 9% that I show up with at home, which is a little, I won't even say a little. That for me is cutting it too close, but we did it. And I knew that we could push it and make it home, even though the car said, you know, gave me the little alert to charge car soon. So overall, I mean, my thoughts, the car itself, very capable little machine, and I actually really enjoy it, and I'm enjoying it more and more and more. Mostly because I drive, you know, around town here and just come home and plug in, which I'm gonna do now, which is great. You know, that I can just come home and plug in here. But DC fast charging, even on the West Coast up the I-5 in Oregon, needs some work. Mostly it's Electrify America that needs some work, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure how they can be so, you know, prolific in where they are in multiple places, and yet just have so much downtime. But hopefully this month, or at least soon in this year, Tesla stations will open up to Ford and GM. And that one station earlier in the video, just multiple Tesla superchargers, no cars there. I would have no qualms about pulling in and plugging there and taking a little extra time slow charging on a DC fast charger, because of the amount of chargers they have and just their reliability. So maybe it'll change soon, but I don't think we can fully rely on Tesla superchargers. So others are gonna have to step up. But overall, hey, it was a good trip. And the first leg of it, the first leg of the 600 miles, no issues at all. And I hope one day that just becomes the norm, where, you know, it's no issues at all and we're not driving expecting, you know, Electrify America to let us down. So, and I think we'll get to that point, especially when we're at the point where, you know, most cars are longer range and faster charging, and that'll happen. And I think it's going to happen soon. But thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.